Hi, I'm Jessica Rudd, co-chair of the National Apology Foundation.
For the pain, suffering and hurt of these stolen generations, their descendants and for their families left behind, we say sorry.
Yep, that's my dad. In 2008, Prime Minister Kevin Rudd made a formal apology to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples who were affected by government policies of forced child removal and assimilation. We now know these families as the stolen generations.
We today take this first step by acknowledging the past and laying claim to a future that embraces all Australians.
That year, he also announced targets aimed at closing the gap between Indigenous and non-Indigenous Australians. When he left politics, we established the not-for-profit National Apology Foundation. In this series of Listen, Learn, Respect, we take a closer look at some of those targets and meet Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people working to close the gap.
You know, I noticed the problem and I tried to solve it.
If I don't make the move now, give my boys a good experience of a different life, I was never ever going to do it.
And I feel like I live in two worlds. You know, some of my clients are literally living in sheds. It's actually the lack of ability to participate in the mainstream economy which inhibits people.
There's no need for museums anywhere around the world to hold our ancestral remains or our restricted objects.
It was a really terrible time in child welfare. Today we've turned it, on its head. We're actually getting really great outcomes.
This podcast is recorded in Meanjin, Brisbane. We acknowledge the traditional owners of this land, the Turrbal and Yagara people, and the traditional owners of the lands you're listening on. Please join us in paying our respects to elders past, present and emerging.